Well, here we got another great day at the beach, and today we're going to be in the truck because Heidi says she wants to go check out campgrounds. We're going to bring you guys along, but look how beautiful it is outside. It is delightful. The waves aren't very big. It's hard to believe that just about who knows how many miles, thousands of miles that way, that there's a hurricane coming this way.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream. So one of the things that you hear about is sharks, and this lifeguard has everybody out of the water. He called them in calmly, and there is definitely something out there in the water. Everybody's staring at the same location. I don't expect you guys to see it on the camera, but basically it's in between, counting from the right, the third and the fourth matching umbrellas, about where those two ladies are standing, with one with a black hat, one with a white hat. And every once in a while you see a bunch of fish come to the surface like they're being chased. And it's been going on now for a little bit, so it's interesting. When we were up at the parasailing, some people to the left of where the banana boat goes in and out, they caught a shark. It wasn't very big. It was probably maybe probably about 3.5 foot long, maybe 4 foot long. But yeah, that lifeguard's on the ball. He definitely seen it, that's for sure. He's not letting anybody go back in yet. Okay, so we left our house that we're renting, and you can see it's pretty simple. The way that you get to the campgrounds, at least from here, is just basically north on 17, and there's a bunch of them. Now, I know that a lot of you have probably already camped here or already seen these, but we never have. We've vacationed in Myrtle Beach numerous times over many years. However, we've never been to the campground, in the campground, drive through the campground. I don't know if we can, but we're going to try. The first one we're going to go to is, let's see here, it's Ocean Lakes Family Campground. And it's just up from us. You can see where we're at here, and we're just going to head a little bit closer to the main drag here when Heidi decides to make a left, which is going to be a little bit further up the road. So this looks like the entrance. We're not 100% sure, but it's pretty drawn out and big and everything else, so I'm assuming that it is. And yeah, guess we can just park here and ask if it's okay if we go through. Holy cow, Heidi's got some big giant map here, so that's interesting.
It's free. Can't get out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
We have an hour.
All right.
I have to come back. I have to give that purple ticket back, get my license back.
It's a huge map. I've got my wide angle lens on, and wow. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and post that for you guys to see. And I guess we're just following this line. Is that what she's saying?
No.
Oh.
No, this is for somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we're gonna go in, and wow, this is overwhelming. Way overwhelming. So I don't know how to even approach this. So I think what we're going to do is try to find the nicest lots, and I have a feeling that there's probably some pretty decent housing on here. Like I said, this is overwhelming. This looks very laid out. There's a huge golf cart rental off to our right with lots of golf carts. Holy cow. I've seen golf courses with less golf carts easily. And here's all kinds of listings of stuff to do. Wow. So Ocean Lakes Family Campground, and I'm going to tell you, if there's not 400 sites here, I'm shocked. They are on top of each other, I can tell so far. And I swear, this place, look, they got condos in here. Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, so apparently it's not just a campground.
No, this is... I mean, these are...
straight or to the left?
Let's see what it says here. Sunset Trail, all campsites to the left. Obviously, it's not for slouches. I wonder if they have a year thing, to where your camper can only be so old. This looks like one of those campgrounds that would be that way. Wow.
Look how crammed in these are.
Yeah, I've never been to a campground like this before. I mean, obviously these are seasonal campers or permanent campers or whatever they are, but I've never been to one like this before. Holy cow, look at the golf carts. I guess that's a thing. You got to customize your golf cart. You got to have yourself a street rod there. Now this is kind of encouraging. The closer you get to the beach, the more it looks like there's campers, like what we have. Oh my, full-blown grocery store, a restaurant, laundry, laundromat. I mean, that is like a little mini mall right there. No, you didn't pick much up in the camera most likely, but yeah, this is quite a bit. Now here's a bunch of campsites off to the left, and you know what? I would camp there. I would definitely do camping there. Looks like they got some kind of water slide. All right, let's go ahead and grab the handheld camera. Okay, so we got a water slide here. Of course, a big, huge swimming pool. Looks like a lazy river. Of course, that's on the map. And then here's all the campsites. And you can see typical, lot, grass, parking, all combined. And I know these are the premium sites that are up ahead. We'll try to see if we can get a little bit closer to the beach, see what they're like. Heidi will make a right here, and we'll go that way. This place is humongous. And if you don't have a golf cart, it might be an issue, I guess, or you get a lot of exercise in. And I believe these are more premium sites. And of course, as we go up the way here, which we'll go a little bit further, and then Heidi will there's a thing called Seaside Drive. We'll just come back Seaside Drive the whole way. Sandy Harbor. I can't believe how many people are there, considering that most of the kids are back in school. Yeah, this is pretty drawn out, I have to say. And here's a family fun center. I'm guessing most likely there's an arcade in there or something. I'm sure there's some sort of gift shop for sure.
Cafe, games, pools, mini golf, and
splash zone, yeah. Recreation center, recreation office. Which I don't think that there's any campers right on the beach to say that they're, beachfront sites.
Because it says ocean view.
Yeah, it's all ocean.
Ocean lakes.
It's all across the street.
Oh yeah, look. That's cool.
Yeah, I know you guys probably won't be able to see a lot of this, but we're going to try to capture what we can. Holy cow, full-blown playground for the kids. Okay, we have nothing against kids whatsoever at all, but I would definitely not come up here in the peak season because this is like kid heaven, definitely. Parking for everything. We've got the 3-cross thing. Haven't seen that. That's more of a southern thing. We don't see much of that up near Ohio. And I don't know what this is here. It's a skate park, I guess, is there somewhere. Holy cow. Yeah, again, you can see the campsites pretty much, they're going to cram them in here, but would you care if you're at the beach? Look at these people. They got a trailer and they got all their chairs and stuff set up on the trailer. That's kind of funny. Yeah. So again, here's a snack bar, snack shack, of course. If you're at the beach, probably getting hungry. And of course, golf carts. Go figure that out. More. But the sites, I mean, they're just packed in here. They are just packed.
You get a little bit of grass.
Yeah, we could handle. I would definitely handle this.
This is typical.
Yeah, and the fact that the beach is right there. I mean, just over the berm, and there's all kinds of little shortcuts to get you through the beach. Wow.
So try to get close to here and get close to an access.
Yeah, and it looks like most of them are all full hookup. I see I see water, city water hookup and sewer. Of course, electric, that's not a big deal. But yeah, here's another beach access. This is on Shell Drive. I'll tell you, the map's pretty explicit. If you guys get on your Google Maps and do a satellite view, I'm sure you'll be able to see a lot. Yeah, you're right. Look, there's a big screened-in thing, and it fits on that lot. So, yeah, why wouldn't we do that? We could get out our clam shelter. Here's another one. Another beach access. Tons of people on the beach.
It's nice because it's short.
Yeah. So far, almost every one of these sites, if not every one of these sites, is pull-through.
Yeah.
So, there's another plus, I guess. Here's another beach access. You can see here, this is D. Nice. And again, everybody in their golf carts. That is something. I would definitely want one of those screen things that comes off the awning. Cut down on some of this early morning sun, because you would get it right in your face. Now, as far as all these sites that I'm looking at now, obviously, they're not all camper sites because we've seen so many houses.
Yeah. They probably rent them out also.
Yeah, but boy, there's a lot of nice RVs here. The oldest one I've seen is that Avion Airstream that's down there. So, would this be someplace that you'd want to go to?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess pricing would definitely play a part on that.
Yeah.
So, again, beach access all along here. You can see the little walkways, boardwalks to get you there. Yeah, I think I could do it. I don't know if I'd want to stay a long time here. I would definitely enjoy 3 days here, maybe 4 at the most. Boy, that guy's towing himself a big RV, and he's not even here. He's got a park model here, and he's not even here enjoying
You
it.
never know if these are seasonal, maybe.
Maybe it's a rental.
Yeah. Oh, that could be too.
Oh, this guy pulled a Yui. And then you got all these apartments here. And everybody sitting on the balcony looking down at the RVers saying, what are they doing? And we're all looking up at them saying, what a bunch of suckers. You got a hotel room. All these are empty. We could have been staying here instead of at the house.
How wide the site is.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right.
These sites
That's
are
a
pretty
wide
big.
pull-through. Those are wide pads.
Not like,
I could pull ours in and park the truck next to it.
you know,
Yeah, this isn't bad.
you have enough room for
They
everything.
looks like they let you park, you know.
Yeah.
Well, this would be a good campsite here. Look
Yeah.
at, you got all this here, and you got this. You got geese. I ain't happy about geese.
You want to make it right here?
Yeah. So we're just circling this. This is way too. Oh, there's another bathhouse there. This is just way too big to try to go through and see everything. But I don't see anything here that would scare me from bringing a bigger RV in, which we don't have. So if you guys have fifth wheels or whatever, this looks very friendly because every side is pretty much pull through from what I can tell.
So if it's your first time RVing, this would actually be the park for you. You don't have, pretty much don't have to worry about backing in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. If you want to go on vacation, it's your first time, this looks very friendly for a first time. I would love for our first time to have been here.
Right.
Because you got full hookups and everything's pull through. And all the streets are well paved and all the lots are well marked and everything looks pretty standard all the way around.
So
Oh,
that makes frequent stops.
yeah. What's this guy doing?
Work at work.
Yeah.
Campground host.
Yeah, we could be work campers here. What do you think about that? That'd be fun for about 3 months. I could do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Been doing the same job for 22 years. What would 3 months be?
Yeah. So obviously these are shown on the map in a different color. These are annual lease sites and mobile home annual lease sites, so you can lease them for the year. Wow, this is kind of cool. Look at this guy's place.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is really cool. That's like a full-blown barbecue at his house.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I bet you some of these pull in a pretty penny, being in a gated community. So, well, we got a look-see. What do you think about it?
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's definitely glamping. Everything's paved. You got golf carts you can rent. Everything's there for you as far as restaurants and that. So, yeah, I guess it's got its place. Let's see what else we can find. Here we are here at this campground, the one that's in the bottom left of the screen, and we're just going to go up the street and see if they'll let us in at the very next one, which is the Lakewood Campground Trading Post. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, it says Lakewood Campground Resort, so let's see if they'll let us in there. If they do, then after that, we want to try Pirate Land Camping Resort a little bit further up, and then we're going to go through Myrtle Beach State Park. Of course, that's just a state park. I don't know if you can camp there or not. I don't see why you can't. And again, just a little bit further. Most places, I think, want to let you check their stuff out for obvious reasons. There's Myrtle Beach Resort. That's a resort, though. Yeah. This is a camping resort. So again, don't be discouraged by some of the stuff you see up here because it's storage. It's definitely storage. But wow, they've definitely hogged up these beachfront property. That's for sure. Well,
too much of his time.
Yeah, right.
He's telling me to hurry.
How we doing, man?
Good. Looking past.
Yes, ma'am. Will y'all come out and bring it back to us, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks.
So that's cool. This is a big laminated thing. Says looking pass only, good for 30 minutes, and the pass must be returned. The big hall pass. Okay, so there's a big trading post and a laundromat right on the left. As soon as you come in, huge bike rental. It looks like there's rental villas back that way.
They're celebrating their 60th year.
Yeah, that said since 1959. Niner. But I don't know. This one's all right. Let's see if we can find which ones are the campers. Campers and RVs. New Premier. Wow, it looks like it's kind of mishmash.
Should I go this way?
Let's go.
We'll go this way.
Yeah, we'll go this way. So, not paved sites. Some of them are back-end sites so far. I see some pull-throughs.
Should we go around this way?
Yeah. And older RVs. Not all of them. That's a good sign, I personally think. I'd rather have older RVs because that means it's not as picky and...
Same color.
Yeah. It's not a, money thing because that place we just left.
You can stay for 30 days for, it looks like $26 a night.
Really?
I didn't study that paper.
There's an old Prevost. Wow. That's old. Lots of shade here.
I can't. That bothers me.
Tons of shade. We can definitely find ourselves a spot that we wouldn't get burned out.
Yeah.
But these are all just, looks like just water and electric over there. This is primitive, this row that we're going down on the left-hand side. Unless they share. Oh, they do. They share pedestals. So, yeah, sewer hookup. There's sewer hookup out there, too. So we'll go ahead and switch to this other camera real quick. Obviously, there's some sort of a bathhouse there. And again, very wooded sites. I'm shocked to see, but again, if they've been here 60 years, they're protecting the trees as much as possible. There's a coffee house right there on the corner. Heidi would love that.
Yeah.
And these buildings are older. There's no doubt about it. They're definitely older, but
They don't look run down.
no, they're all painted up real nice. And again, shaded. These are all full hookup sites, and I'm going to be the first to say it, tight. This is real tight.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I don't see a lot of campers in here, though, so I think they're trying to get to the beach or close to the beach. Again, I'll go ahead and post. I'll show you the sites here first. I already took a picture of it. I like the trees.
Yeah.
The sites look like you can level yourself, but they're not level necessarily. That's probably not a bad thing with all this sand. You definitely want the water to run off.
Look at this little tiny StarCraft.
Yeah. AR1. But this is what I think a campground is. I don't consider this glamping necessarily. You can go out this way.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you? We're gonna do it anyways.
Whoa.
Wow, they're out in the
Being
sun
out
here.
Yeah. But look at the ocean.
Right. Yeah, big water slide. Heidi, she'd be on that water slide every day. She loves them. Not. Wow, I'll show you that one of these sites is pretty unlevel after we show you this here. Definitely for the kiddies there. And some sort of, I don't even know what that is.
Arcade or something.
Yeah. Sandcastle Creamery. Looks like a shower house of some sort. Basketball courts. Of course, there's the beach. Do not block the area between the signs. And here we are with more camping reasons for kids, not for us. Look at how unlevel that site is. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that baby's jacked up, and those tires are at least 7 inches off the ground on the front, and that's with the suspension unsprung. So
He had a lot of room, though. He could have backed. Well,
yeah, I don't know.
Right. He need to be within a sight.
So these are back-end sites. All these are back-end sites.
Look like there's enough room.
Yeah.
If you're cautious, you should always pick an end one. If you have to back in.
Of course, the beach again, right there. Wow, there's a lot of sites. Now I see why nobody's in the trees. Golf cart rules, obviously. Everybody got their golf carts. And we have to start hauling around a golf cart if we visited these places. There's another entrance. Snack shack of some kind there. That's nice. Yeah, another one. You know, food wagons. Fried shrimp dinner. Every day, lunch and dinner.
Wow.
There's an indoor pool.
Nice.
How about that?
Right next to the ocean.
Yeah. Ocean view while you swim. And then again, tons and tons of campsites. You guys are seeing all these campsites just as much as we are. Another beach entrance. I'm not sure what this is here. Yeah. This isn't too bad. Yeah. Lots of cactus. Don't play in the cactus. But yeah, this is
Yeah, these would be the sites to get on the end
yeah.
if you wanted to spend your time at the ocean.
Your refrigerator side, at least for us, would be against the or no, ours is underneath the awning now. I keep on forgetting. This would be the slide side, so it'd definitely be towards the sun. It looks like they allow parking on the grass. That's good. I don't know. This is pretty nice. This whole area looks pretty decent. Watch out for these people. And of course, they just came out of beach access. Yeah, I don't know. Typical campground, I would assume, that's in this area.
Looks like these are all full hookup.
Yeah, I don't see anything here that suggests that it's not. I mean, there's sewer caps on almost every one. It's a double water, so you're going to share water with, you know, everybody, of course, but there's a T on top of the pipe to face each campsite. Wow. And I'm assuming this is another beach access, as all the golf carts are kind of congregated here. Yep. Oh, they dug all that out. They must do that every time. Look at this waterway. It looks like some brackish water there. And I don't know.
I'm gonna park near here. Mosquitoes.
Yeah. What's going on over there? Is that another camping resort? Butted up? Yeah. I think this camping resort over here might be butted up against
areas.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That is another camping resort over there. I think that one might be the Pirate Land one that we'll be going to next. So this is what it looks like from on this side. And they got picnic table covers. That's interesting. Yeah, Pirate Land Camping Resort over there. So back to some of these villas. Yeah, there's a river right here. Holy cow. Yeah, look at that. That's a nice little view they got going on back there. And all these campsites. There's a lot of them that are empty. I think we're definitely in the off season. Oh, look at that. Boom. Nice. But yeah, there's so many sites out here. I can't imagine this being 100% packed. I think the first one had a lot more amenities so far, but
It's probably more expensive.
it's got to be more expensive. If they're close to the same rate, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, but I would have to think that they're more expensive. Again, I kind of like the fact that they're, you know, some of these are older RVs, not crazy old. You know, it makes you feel a little bit more comfortable pulling in with an older RV. And I don't want to be stuck in that stigma of, you know, oh, you got a new truck, you got a new RV, and you just sit in it all day and watch TV, your satellite TV or whatever. There's people that do that. We're not one of them, that's for sure. Sometimes we may find ourselves doing that, but that's not what we're wanting to do. So we'll go back out to the guard shack. We'll turn in our little hall pass, and yeah, we'll go on to Pirate Land up the street. Just one more lot up the road. We're just going up the road a ways here, and again, we're going to Pirate Land. It sounds funny.
Sounds like a place for kids.
Yeah, I think it is for kids. And Heidi and I's not made it any mystery that we don't have kids anymore. And
Well, we do.
yeah, we don't have kids
And
going camping with us anymore. So, yeah, go down here anyways. Of course, you got shopping right across the street. Wow, Mr. Fireworks, Souvenirs, Hurricane, Wings World. And gas is cheap down here. Holy cow. $2.12, that's a penny more expensive than what we've been paying. Not up north. So here we are. Campground entrance at Pirate Land. Oceanfront Family Camping Resort. So they got a splash pool. So we'll see if we can get into this place. We'll see if they'll allow us to go through, to take a look. I don't know. We can ask him. He's standing out here.
I know, he's waving his hand for it.
Okay.
Can we drive through?
You have to get a drive-through pass.
Okay. We
Go
can
right
do
over
that.
here and go inside.
Okay.
They'll give you the pass and a map to follow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so in this case, they keep on taking away time. The first place gave us an hour, second place gave us 30 minutes, and this one we have 20 minutes, and we're only allowed to drive through the one road and up to the campers, which is fine. I have no problem with that because that's all we want to see anyways. I'm glad they told us that. So big, huge camping area or parking areas here and out front. I don't think that you'd have a problem at any of these places so far pulling in and checking in. I'm sure when it gets busy, that's a different story. So it looks like a lot of the camping is out near the beach, which makes sense. And you can see in here, this is all mobile home park type stuff. I mean, they're campers, and they do have, some of them are campers, some of them are park models, some of them are mobile homes. But they have, you know, a full-blown porches on them and all that happy stuff. Again, you can expect that down south. I mean, people, you know, they like living in this, and I would too. Why wouldn't you? So, off to the right, arcade and grill. Heidi would be up here every day because of the funnel cakes. She would just sit at that table and have a standing order come to her every 40 minutes. So, basically, we're going up the main drag. We're going to make a right out at the beach when we get to the water, pretty much, and then we're going to go down that way and then make a right and come back and loop around and probably do the exact same thing but in reverse. But we got to make a loop to do that first. There's a laundromat and a store, lots of golf carts, golf cart rental, got some sort of food thing going on there. There's camping there, lots of shade. Looks more level than the other place in the shaded areas.
Nice little rentals.
Yeah, they got rentals here. Check that out. Little cabins, I guess you could call them. That's Schooner.
Oh, that's right. Schooner.
Just thinking of Schoner Chevrolet from Hartville.
Yeah.
This is nice.
And I was thinking of Schoonover when I was saying that, because you say that all the time.
This is, yeah, this is nice. I like the whole river thing. You got paddle boats out there. Obviously, you can rent them. I'm sure you don't have to bring your own paddle boat. These are just little lakes, tiny little lakes. Don't see anybody fishing. And then you can see here, that's, wow. They got...
It's cool that they got a picnic table.
They got
with,
pavilions for every picnic table for the most part. Wow. I've never seen that before. However, one thing I see that's lacking from all these places, I have not seen any fire rings at all. So that must not be a thing. And then, of course, we're at the beach, and so's all the golf carts. Lots of sights, just like the other place. I think I like this one more because of the pavilions over the picnic tables. That's nice. I like that.
Look.
This Integra coach is a lemon. Wow. That guy is disgruntled.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, advertise to let people know. Needs to be shooting that on video. Maybe you stop, knock on his door, and ask him to give us a full interview about it to educate others. So this is all back-in sites. None of them paved. Sand,
Forgiving,
obviously.
if you had trouble backing in.
Yeah, as far as backing, yeah, I don't think. You know, we're used to some of these state parks. There's a ditch on either side of our entrance to our pad, and there's a ditch across the street. So you know it's tight. It's a little bit rougher, but these are pretty easy. Looks like it's pretty easy to back into them. Again, depends on what's across the street from you. Wow, this guy's hauling one of these big giant Cherokees. I mean, these are park models basically. Whatever floats your RV, I guess. And then, of course, beachfront. All this is the beachfront over here. I'm kind of neglecting that because it's on the other side. And we'll come back over here. There's a shower house there. That'd be nice to be next to, although you have full hookups here. All these sites, from what I can tell, are full hookups. I see sewer caps, every one of them.
Issue with the slide
Oh,
outs.
right there, yeah. That awning is setting on top of the picnic table canopy.
I see you'd have to watch because like this is a bigger site than that one.
Yeah, if you have slides, it depends on how you pull in, you could have an issue. Well, I guess you wouldn't have to put out your awning necessarily if you have, a cover over your picnic table. Speed bumps throughout. Well, this guy's got his propane tanks are in a trunk on the front of the RV. It's an Element by Evergreen. Huh.
Looks pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Not real flashy. Got water leaking all over the place in his camper.
Well, you guys could have your own. There's a Flagstaff. You guys could have your own shower house, all to yourself. There's nobody around this except that guy over there. Again, it's off season, for here pretty much. It's their season's just like Ohio season. People come down for the summer, but it's pretty much done. All right, so we're heading back around.
Youthful theater.
Oh yeah, they got church services, outdoor church services there. Oh, that's kind of nice. Another lake, and the airport's there. See the plane landing. I don't know how noisy it is here, but it could be noisy. So I guess we just keep on going this way until we're finding out we're going the wrong way. And we didn't get to see much of the beach. Obviously, there's lots of beachfront there, and there's entrances just like normal. I don't know what else to say about that. So that's Pirate Land, family camping resort. I don't see as much stuff as the first one. That Ocean Lakes or whatever, by far, if you've got kids, you want to go to that one. This one here, it's got some stuff for kids and looks pretty decent. But the second one, it had some stuff too. It was okay. But by far, that first one for sure. Back out, this is Highway 17, what we've been on all along. Heidi's going to make a right, and we're going to go down to Myrtle Beach State Park. All right, so Myrtle Beach State Park's the next right. Like I said, it was just a quick little drive. And I'm looking at the map, and there are some circles that look like that are for camping. So maybe there's camping here. We're going to find out. Wow, is it wooded? Holy cow, look at all this Spanish moss hanging off the trees. Nobody at the gate, so I guess we don't welcome. Please pay admission at the next gate, it says, or next thing. Oh, it's very, very delightful going through all this shaded area.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's really nice. The trees aren't hanging so low you have to worry about RVs, I don't think. No. No way. Nope. This one has the best entrance by far, so far. All right, and now we're coming up to a little booth, and it's talking about emissions, park pass, passport plus, admission adults $5. I'll say $5 to go through. Campsites, cabins, and day use picnic area. Okay. All right, we'll see if we can, if we got to pay just to go check out the campground. And alcoholic beverages prohibited.
It costs money to get in here.
Does it really?
Your park admission helps make lifelong memories.
Ask them if they got camping we go like.
Hi there.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. We just wanted to drive through.
Okay. How many do we have today?
Just two.
Just two.
2 adults. Be $10, please.
Okay.
All righty.
Give them a map.
Huh?
Map.
Oh, yeah. Can we have a map too?
Yes, sir. You sure may. There's your map.
Alrighty.
And here's your receipt. That receipt is good till 10 o'clock tonight. If y'all want to leave and come back in, you're more than welcome.
Okay.
Just hold on to that receipt, okay?
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's the map they give you. And here's the thing. It costs you $5 per person to come in this place. Regardless if you're just driving through, checking it out, whatever, it's still $5 per person. So, looks like that we're going down to the camping or the day use area. I'll tell you, as far as the trees and that, it's beautiful here. I can't believe there's a beach close. It just seems odd. Oh, now it don't. The lack of trees and the overabundance of sunshine kind of changes your mind on that. So there's a lot of day use camping stuff going on here. And campground cabins, so I guess we're going to go out that way. I don't understand how to get to the other, but we'll try that. There's a pier that goes way out. Wow, that's nice. That is slick. Yeah, I would assume that if you're going to the cabins that there's got to be some sort of way to get to, some camping stuff. And I'm looking at the map here and it's showing circles. It's showing there's loops. Circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I don't know why they would make circles if they don't have camping. And of course you got the park with slides in the shade. At least it's in the shade for the kids. Looks like bathrooms there, maybe shower houses, I'm not sure. There's some parking, and we went over some speed bumps. Wow, looky there. That's a nice view.
That's a nice view.
You can't see the 6,000 people that are on the beach on the other side, though. I'm kidding. Okay, so we have an RV up here that's making me feel a little bit better about what we're doing. Unless they're just here for the day. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
You'd have to leave at 10.
Yeah.
Camping check-in, keep right. So that's all right. Camping check-in. Heidi's going to pretend like we have a camper even though we don't. And there's people right there. So she's going to go in and see if they'll let us drive through the campsite. I don't see why they wouldn't. This is where the camper host is. So we'll find out. They gave us another map, and they said that the loops aren't very big. I don't know what these people are doing, but okay. We'll be following them most likely. So this is a full-blown campsite. Again, I'll have to put the rates in there for you so you can find out what it cost. Oh my God, look at that cabin. It's huge. It must be a group cabin or something. So here's all the little loops, and we're going to try to do one of the biggest ones here, which would be...
Just keep driving.
Yeah, we'll go down, and we're not going to go to the very last one, I don't think, but close to it. So let's see, we got water and sewer, electric. I don't know if all the sites are that, but there's Circle 3. Wow, these are nice camp. This reminds me of Virginia Beach.
Yeah. You can have a fire.
Yeah, it's definitely different foliage than Virginia Beach.
So now I'm confused.
But it's nice that
It says dead end.
they have. Well, then don't go down it. Why would you go down it? Heidi wants to go to the dead end. She loves turning around the truck. So a lot of these sites real short. I'm sure that they have restrictions on RV size. All of them look to be back-end sites. I don't have a problem with any of this stuff myself, but it's it could be tight for some people. It's all right. I could see being back here. I love the fact that the beach, you could get to it at night. Pick your sites wisely, I guess, on this one. That's for sure.
They're small.
They could be all small. I don't know. Maybe it's just that group.
This is Circle 4.
Yeah. This is probably the one of the bigger circles. Now these sites look normal. So it'll look like a normal size. That's a big site. 184. I don't see sewer there. So some of these are not full hookups. I'm sure they have a dump station. Although I don't see that on the map anywhere.
Here's site 192. Does they have site numbers?
Yeah, and there's no sewer there either. So looks like you got water and electric, but I don't see sewer. Obviously, there's got to be a dump station somewhere. We're just not seeing it. And it's not on the map, which is odd.
So this is circle 6. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure. Wow, look at how nice it is back here. It is very nice back here. I don't
shady.
I don't know how much is coming across on the camera, but it's very wooded. It's nice. It is very nice. Oh, now that has sewer. That one has sewer. So these sites have sewer. Again, you're going to have to research that. The link will be down below for the website for Myrtle Beach State Park camping. And you'll have to figure that out on your own. That's a very nice campsite there. Fire ring and all. Some of these are nice. Oh, looks like that they brought in gravel for these sites. I don't know if I'd want to go back there. It looks kind of like mosquito-y back there. And then you got all these sites over here. I'm kind of slacking on that side. Yep, there's the bathhouse. Older bathhouse. Looks like it's brick that's been stuccoed over it because some of the stucco's coming off.
Some of these are kind of deep.
Yeah. These are sewer. These got sewer here. And you can see there's a lot of open spots, but again, we're into, an off season. Right now, what's the date? September what?
Still August.
Oh, we're still August.
We're like the 28th.
Yeah, we're at the end of August, so. That one has sewer. And that one has sewer. Okay, so they got some sewer hookups in here. They got quite a few, actually, if I'm paying attention now. But a lot of them did not, just to let you know. And these sewer hookups, just to let you know, if you have a real short RV, like our old RV, those are all sewer over here. The sewers look like they're kind of tall. Actually, they look like where your hose elbow would connect on a normal Rhinoflex is roughly 14 inches off the ground. So the entrance to the sewer hookup is about 7 inches, it looks like, from the ground level, probably due to flooding and stuff like that. Oh, these are nice. I wouldn't mind camping here. We're definitely gonna have to check the rates out on this. What do you think, Hyde? I'll pitch in. Got some things going on there. Yeah, I like the fact that they're the wooded part of it. I do like that. It's lots of shade. I don't know what this would be like in the rain. As far as what comes off the trees and how covered your RV gets, but this is a good one. I think I would put this on line with the Virginia Beach State Park. Virginia Beach State Park there was more to it, but it reminds me a lot of it. And of course, you're a little bit further away.
Cool.
Yeah, guy's towing a bug around from Colorado. Hello, Colorado. But Myrtle Beach State Park, we will put the links down below for it. Make your choices wisely. Make sure you check out all the campsites and find one that fits your bill. There's some of them that are really short, but I like it. I could see us being here for sure, instead of at a hotel or a condo. All right, so I think that's going to be it. We'll give you our final thoughts on all these. I know it's really windy down here, but I didn't want to bring the camera because I'm a lazy. Yeah, that's it. So I guess the deal is we're looking for shells. As Heidi falls down, that's funny. We missed that one. So the shore, the waters, this is high tide. You can see it's coming up over the bank. Plus we kind of have that tropical storm, whatever, that's coming this way, and it's really stirred things up in a weird way. The wind's really strong, and we have flood advisories that are out. But I thought I'd at least shoot a little bit of video for you guys. Earlier today, of course, we went to the campgrounds, and it's just been a beautiful day all day today. And the waves are incredible. It was a little bit cooler. It's going to get down to 70 tonight, which is different, but for the most part, overall it's warm. I mean, I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. Well, I can tell you one thing. We're walking up towards Myrtle Beach, as you can tell up there, all the buildings that are off in the distance. Well, maybe you can't. Here, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, those buildings that are off in the distance. This beach is the filthiest beach. All this foam, scum. Some of it may be natural, but most of it don't look like it. And the fact that the sand has a lot of black in it, I've only known that to be associated with some sort of organic waste of some kind. It's just, it don't feel right. The sand don't feel right or anything. And I've never remembered really seeing this before, but we usually stay at North Myrtle Beach. On one other occasion we stayed at Myrtle Beach, but the beach out in front of our place don't look quite this bad. The sand. And this is getting cleaner, I can tell you, but there's a lot of black in here that I'd be concerned with. Definitely weird feeling on the feet. So as you guys saw, real nice sun up, a sunrise here that we pretty much experienced every day. We were supposed to have quite a bit of rain that was in the forecast, but it's just like hit and miss. So we want to talk about the campgrounds. Let's go ahead and close that part out because you know, we got mixed thoughts on it, and I think it's going to be different for everybody. And one of the things I thought was crazy was the rates. Before we talk about the rates, this is our heated pool area. I don't think I ever showed you guys this. Maybe I did. I don't even remember now. And it's been utilized to the fullest, that's for sure. We're going to be leaving tomorrow morning, so we thought we better talk to you guys on some extent, again, about those campgrounds. But yeah, I think whenever we go to lunch, we might show you a little bit of what it's like just to get there and why we are way off our diet. All right, so the first place that we stopped at was Ocean Lakes Campground, family campground. By far the most luxurious, let's say that.
It's a lot of stuff to do.
It's loaded with stuff to do. The concrete pads were really wide. I mean, if you don't have slides on the passenger side, you could probably park your vehicle, you know, as long as you don't put your awning out. But I'm saying you can definitely fit your vehicle on the concrete pad if you wanted to. And I'm talking about side by side.
They were all pulled through.
Yeah, they were. We didn't see any non-pull through sites. Let's say that. If there's non-pull through there, I didn't see it. Let's just get to the one thing for sure, the rates. I mean, for like 3 days, you're talking $200 to stay there for 3 days in peak season. Finding any of these campgrounds to be totally free 100% on the weekends during peak season, it looks like that even though they have a lot of sites, it might be the same situation as up north. You better reserve ahead of time, because I was trying to do for each one of the campgrounds, I was going to basically say how much it cost for 7 days to stay there, and I couldn't. I couldn't find any of them that I could get a reservation for 7 days because the weekend was included in it. So I think, as far as without having money as a concern on any level, that I would go to the Ocean Lakes. It just, seemed cleaner, it seemed nicer, it seemed more, better laid out. It might be newer. I'm not sure.
There's a lot of stuff to do.
There, well, it's just I mean, there is. It's like they got little malls and stuff where you pull up and you can eat, or you can go to the
one
store.
That had the mart, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little mini mart in there. So, Ocean Lakes, I think it's all right. The campsites were okay. All these campsites, all of them are about the same as far as campsites go, except for the last one, which we'll talk about, and maybe a couple of the others that have wooded sites with some trees in that. So the next one that we went to was Lakewood Campground, and all these, I think they refer to themselves as resorts. The Lakewood, been around since 1959. There's parts of it that look like it's been around since 1959. It was clean. Everything was laid out nice. Everybody was polite as far as Heidi's interaction and our interaction with the guard and stuff like that. As far as the campsites, I think there's some doozies there. I don't know if I'd want to be in those trees. The sites looked like they were unlevel. They were small. They didn't have sewer hookup in all of them. As far as the rates, you guys have to check the rates. If you think that you want to go to any of these campgrounds, you need to go look for your dates. I have never seen a larger disparity in numbers than I did with these campgrounds, because if you are in off season, you might only spend $40 a night for the exact same site. But in peak season, you're going to pay over $90 a night. That's wicked. That's a huge, you're talking $50 a night difference just because of the season. Usually you see a little variation, but wow. You know what? It's probably like that in Florida too, and we just didn't realize it because we were in off season.
Right.
As far as the campground, though, I liked that one a little bit more because it was older campers, and it reminded me more of traditional camping.
There's a lot of wooded areas.
Right. Yeah. Would you want any of those shaded areas?
Maybe if you're staying long term.
They do have rentals, though, cabins and stuff like that, and short-term rentals. Lots of rules at all these places, which you would expect because they are like little cities in there, and they're filled with people. So, dog restriction rules, golf cart rules, getting tickets from the police that are inside and having to pay them. And I was reading through the rules on some of these things, and they're pretty much the same across the board. Just pay attention, do your research, make sure you don't come down with any kind of a big dog, and also don't think that you're going to have your own golf cart or your own scooter and you're going to ride through these places, because they got to be particular. There's so many people there. I guess let's surmise that whole place. The campsites were, again, pretty fair. They're not bad. All three of these places have beach access available, and it looked like really nice beach. They look like they take care of all that. So as far as that goes, they're pretty much all the same.
Yeah.
When it comes to that. So we're kind of just talking about the overall impression as far as the sights and that. So would we stay there? That one probably would be one of the more likely suspects for us to stay. It had a nice mix of everything, and the rates were slightly lower. However, still nothing cheap. And the rates are all over the board. Do your research. So the next campground that we went to was right up the street from that. All these campgrounds are within 6 miles?
Yeah.
About 6 miles of where we're at currently. They're all real close to each other. So we drove up the street a little bit further, and we went to Pirate Land. As you can expect, if it's got the name Pirate Land in there, they're not catering to the 55 plus crowd. They definitely want kids in there, and although all the campgrounds were kid friendly and had a lot of kid activity stuff, Pirate Land seemed to focus a little bit more on that. The best part about that campground by far was the pavilions
Yeah, that was pretty
over
cool.
the picnic tables. But Heidi pointed out, like we probably mentioned already in the video, the clip that we had driving through. You have to get creative if you got slides and an awning and you want to put all that stuff out, because those things could cause, I seen an awning laying on top of one of those things, to where the guy put it out and just kind of rested it on top of the what do you want to call that? A pavilion. It's like a little pavilion for a picnic table. But like I mentioned to Heidi, maybe you don't need to put out your awning if you got that. As far as sitting underneath of it during the rain and all that, I guess it'd be okay. It's probably not going to offer as much protection as it would if you had your awning out. But that campground, again, rates varied. They were all over the place. There's a lot of annual sites in there.
Kid friendly.
Kid friendly.
I think they were all kid friendly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. I would. You know what? I would have to make a decision based on my mood at the time.
Right.
I don't think there's anything in between all three of those resorts that make me say one's better than the other. They all have their own unique classification, and they're focusing, their own way on how to get campers in there. It was okay. I didn't see anything other than those picnic table covers that made me sway one way or the other. Again, if money was not a concern at all, I'm not saying that Ocean Lakes was the most expensive, because there are certain times that it probably wasn't, depending on which site you get. If you get a little cheap rinky-dink site at Ocean Lakes, and then you go get the most expensive site at Lakewood, it's going to be different. The Oceans is going to be cheaper, but I liked the way that Ocean Lakes looked overall. Just because everything was paved, I think. There was just defined areas. I don't think that you'd have a problem with, finding out, oh my God, my site floods when it rains. It just didn't look that way there. Some of the other places, maybe. So that kind of makes me think about that Pirate Land in that way. But I would stay in any of those three at all. If you want a regular campground experience, all three of them were fine. Then the last place we went to, we neglected to go in the opposite direction, and I guess there's another camping loop that's a little bit smaller. So when you drive into the park, which you guys seen that drive,
It'd be closer to the ocean.
yeah, it'd be a little bit closer to the ocean. There's two little camping loops. Again, do your research. I checked it out for 7 days. Yeah, for 7 days, it's about $400. So
And it's nice.
that's reasonable.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was true camping.
Yeah.
It's the only place that you had a fire ring and you could have fires. The other places weren't like that. So if that's part of your camping experience, you like to have fires. I didn't see anywhere at the other campgrounds you were allowed to have fires. But the Myrtle Beach State Park makes you feel a little better, because it is a state park.
Mostly shaded.
The one thing that, definitely lots of shade there. The one thing that I didn't care for is, if you've got somebody that wants to come visit you, they're going to have to pay $5 to come in. If you want a true camping experience, it's definitely Myrtle Beach State Park. I mean, that's a normal,
Yeah.
that looks like a normal campground to me. The sites and everything are,
They're decent sized.
yeah, they weren't bad.
I mean, there were some short ones.
You got to research.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know the drill by now. If you're going to go check out these places,
Don't rent a spot that's too small.
yeah, you got to look it up.
It's kind of hard to do. Because
Yeah.
I think a lot of times it asks you.
Yeah. But there was a lot of kids there. Beach access, you have to walk definitely further. You know what? I don't want to say that, because
Oh, that one was.
some of those other campgrounds, you know, the camping resorts, if your site is up near the highway, you're going to have to walk quite a ways to get to the beach.
Most of the camping was ocean view on all 3 parks.
Yeah, right. Oop, you hear him come for the trash. That's that restaurant that's just
Actually, it
places
sounds like
down.
it's right behind us.
Yeah, but I think
Taking
it's
our
their trash. No, he wouldn't take our can, would he?
No, but he's right behind us.
Oh, yeah, they come by and take our trash like 3 times a week here. As far as this area, just these immediate campgrounds, we wanted to touch base on that while we were here, even though we don't have the RV. And again, all of them have their pluses. All of them are going to fit everybody's needs a little bit different. So take that for what it's worth. And we're going to close this part out because I think it's getting relatively close to lunch, and we're going to walk over. Again, I'll shoot some video for you guys so you can see the walk, but hopefully that campground spiel made sense to you. All right, on to the next thing.